So after a productive few days at Melbourne, it was time to fast track straight to the Grampians. We had heard great things about the area and had high expectations.
After a few hours driving, we pulled into the Plantation Campground, our base camp for the next few days.
We chose a great spot to set up and relax the rest of the afternoon away.
So day one, we set off early with Mount Abrupt in our sights to climb. It's situated towards the south of the Grampians.
It was a relatively steady hike all the way up, no real steep sections like previous hikes we'd done. We spotted a few cool lizards lying around on the track too.
After just over an hour's walk, we had made it to the summit. Yippee!
As you can see, the views were great. You could see for miles.
We grabbed a few happy snaps, then trotted back down.
Hey guys, so just finished climbing up Mount Abrupt.
Takes approximately 2 to 3 hours, depending on your fitness level.
Yeah, it was a good climb. We chose a good day to do it, so the views were pretty amazing up there. Nice clear day.
Yeah, it's a bit rocky and stuff, so watch your step.
Yeah.
But apart from that, it's not too bad.
So yeah, that was our first hike for the Grampians, so I think it's a good one to warm up the legs, and got plenty more to do.
Sweet as.
We made our way back to camp to spend the rest of the day with Rusty.
Alrighty, so day two. We decided to knock out another big walk and took off on the Wonderland loop from Halls Gap. It's a 9.6 kilometre circuit walk which incorporates a few different points of interest all into one walk.
After 15 minutes, we were at Venus Baths, an assortment of rock pools in which people use to regularly cool off in the summer months.
Next spot was to be Splitter Falls.
Unfortunately, it was all dried up, so no splitter falls.
Continuing on, we passed a lot more smaller water sources while making our way to the Grand Canyon.
Here I am, admiring some abseilers up top. Crazy people.
We followed the trek up, admiring the beauty of this Grand Canyon.
We found this small trickling waterfall about halfway up to the pinnacles. It was a perfect spot to cool off as we were definitely warming up in the sun.
Starting the trek up Silent Street, we found a nice, quiet, shady place to pull off and have some lunch.
After some food in our bellies, it was full steam up to the remainder of the track to Pinnacles.
we made it. Check out those views.
Taking it all in for a good 20 minutes, and it was time to start the descent back to the car park. It's pretty much a 3.6 kilometre hike, which tracks down along the side of the range, all the way back into Halls Gap.
We were definitely glad to be going down it and not up it. We did pass a few crazies who were hiking up it, we told them. After eventually making it back down, we spotted some resident kangaroos hanging around and grabbed a sweet treat.
Day 3. Well, after having 2 big days of hikes, we had planned an easy day, just a leisurely drive down some dirt roads to check out the old gold mining town, Mafeking.
We had a little look around and couldn't see much, so had a light lunch and scooted back to camp for the rest of the day.
Well, after a day of rest, we decided to do some more hikes on day 4. We headed north to Mount Stapylton.
It wasn't initially on our radar of things to climb, but the guy at the information centre said it was worth a look, so we decided he must know something we didn't.
On the walk up, we spotted this odd looking rock. Ames said it looked like a dove and climbed atop it.
The last 500 metres of the track is not very clear, and we got a little lost at times. Never mind, we eventually made our way to the summit.
The weather wasn't the best, but the view sure didn't disappoint.
We moseyed back down, spotting some more abseilers hanging around, before driving a kilometre down the road to our next mountain, Mount Hollow.
This walk was only a kilometre up, and I'd heard it had some pretty cool caves, hence the name Mount Hollow.
I ripped my pants. Ha 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 ha.
A little bit of rock scrambling involved, but overall a pretty tame walk up.
Heading back down, we spotted this cool cave, which we had to get a photo in.
We even spotted an echidna on the way back to the car park.
Mission complete, 2 hikes done and dusted for the day.
Day 5. By this stage, Kurt's sister and her family had caught us up again, so we decided to all go for a drive to MACKENZIE Falls.
The car park was quite busy, so we knew there'd be a fair amount of people down there.
Up close, the falls were absolutely stunning. We grabbed a quick photo, then got the heck out of there. It's a bit too busy for us.
We then all decided to go for a drive to check out some Aboriginal rock art, cruising along some dirt back roads.
After taking the wrong road a few times, we pulled off to have a snack, then finish off the last few kilometres to the art site.
The walk was an easy kilometre in, and you could see all the paintings behind the fence.
We then decided to take a shortcut back to Hall's Gap. It was called the Goat Track. We liked the sound of it.
A few minor bumps and washouts, but nothing too extreme.
Some fellow lappers from who we met on Instagram joined us at camp. It was great to finally meet Trent and Cara and hear their stories over a fire. We actually had a fire every night, chatting to new people each night. Definitely made for a more memorable Grampians experience.
Now, day 6. For our final day, we set our alarms early, jumped out of bed, and took off at 5:30 AM on a little mission.
We had heard the balconies looked magnificent on sunrise, and we decided to go and see if we could capture some great shots.
We were the only ones there, and patiently waited for the sun to come up.
The GoPro time-lapse doesn't really do it justice, but this was our favourite shots that we captured.
What a beautiful spot. So glad we dragged our butts out of bed for this one.
We made our way back to the car and back to camp to pack up and hitch up.
We had another little chat with Trent and Cara before heading off.
Waving goodbye to Kurt's sister and her family once again.
Grampians, you have been unreal, but it's time to fast track over to Flinders Ranges and see what it has to offer.
If you haven't already, tap that subscribe button and leave us a comment if you like the video. Cheers, legends.